Hello, group. Welcome to Actual Rock Corner. I'm your host, Richard May. Today, Bad Travers, going down to Jacksonville in 1983. Live. Corking set. It's only one record, one disc, if you buy vinyl. Through you get a bonus song if you buy CD. Good for you, Pat. Bonus track for CD. And it's cheaper than vinyl. It's a bonus studio track, mind you. So, there are several things that makes this set unique if you are a Bad Travers fan. This show was part of the tour to promote this Black Pearl record. Most of the tour, you had a keyboard player. This show is towards the end of the tour. He's coming back home to Florida to finish it. They're playing softball. They break the wrist of the keyboard player. He can't play. They can't replace the keyboard player in time, so they go without. This leaves Pat, the guitar player, the rhythm section, and the harmonica player, who also does background vocals. If you have a problem with the harmonica, what can I tell you? It's a blues band for one thing, a blues rock band, but it's a blues band. Harmonica is essential blues instrument. So, if you don't like harmonica, don't go near this record. So, if you did see the Black Pearl tour, you probably didn't see the show without the keyboard player. It sounds slightly different, I'm sure. Another thing to recommend this set to Bad Travers fans is that, I own live Bad Travers. I got Go Live, Go For What You Know. I have that record. Good. Only 2 songs from that live record is on this live record. This has 10 tracks if you get the CD, but on vinyl it's 9 tracks. Okay? Only 2 of the 9 tracks are on, the one most people have for a live Pat Travers, Go For What You Know. And that's being Snorting Whiskey and Tricking Cocaine. No, forgive me. That isn't it. Boom Boom, Hot Go the Lights. And Stevie, which is the only slow song in this set. And it's a sentimental song, it's not a love song. He's singing to a brother or a friend. But his guitar has edge. So while it's a slow song and it's kind of sentimental, he's not singing to a girl. And his guitar has edge. It's a life song, basically. So yeah, Stevie's the only one you may want to skip in listening to this. But it has some edge to the guitar playing. Ain't bad. So, I got live Pat Travers. Well, you don't have. It's a different set list than the official live record from back in the day. So it's probably a much different live experience here than what you own. What was the other point? So it's a very distinct experience live. It's a nice mix, very much a live record. The only thing I will have a quibble with, and it's not Pat's fault, not really. He has more than two, but he has two blues covers. Standards. Born Under a Bad Sign and Going Down. Now, he recorded a studio version of Born Under a Bad Sign, but Going Down, he did not do as far as I can see, I looked, he did not do a studio version of Going Down. He does that during his live shows, apparently. It's standard. And Born Under the Bad Sign, boy, is that standard. It's the third time in the last few months, just a few months, that Born Under a Bad Sign is released on this collection from Bernie Marsden, Icons, and this blues collection from the Dead Daisies. Both of these have versions of Born Under a Bad Sign. So it's the third time that I heard Born Under a Bad Sign recently in a new release. On top of that, Going Down is also on this one. So there's two songs overlapping here and here. But I'll give both of these props. They do nice takes, and this has a slightly different take of the two blues songs that I heard earlier this year. There's more than a couple dozen blues songs out there, guys. Yeah, standards. There's just read this. What I neglected to mention that I hesitate on, because I'm doing this without a script, I appreciate that, is that these songs are from a cross-section of his studio records at the time that he did this tour and does this record. So it's not all, half a dozen songs from the same record because he's promoting that record, or this record's his classic record and he has to do, 4 or 5 songs from the same record. A lot of bands do that. Half their set has to be the same songs every tour because they're expected. So not only does he only do 2 songs this album and the official live record from the 70s, he's also doing, he's representing every record he put out from the time, except for one. One album is not represented here. One studio album, that is not represented here. Crash and Burn has 2 selections here. Your Love Can't Be Right and Snorting Whiskey, Drinking Cocaine. Black Pearl has Rocking. The subtitled debut has Boom Boom, Hot Good Lights. Making Magic has 2 songs, You Don't Love Me and Stevie. Life in London from the Putting It Straight record. it's a nice mix from his records. So it's a good mix of his material. It's a good sound. It's a fairly unique show, so if you did see the Black Pearl tour, you probably didn't get to see the one without the keyboard player. It's a good set. And if you're like me, I was not that into, am not. Maybe I'll give him a shot again, but no, I'm not a huge Pat Travers fan. I figured this would be a nice introduction, maybe. It is. It is a good introduction to Pat Travers. So if you haven't tried Pat Travers, try this. It may turn you on to Pat Travers. He's had some great sidemen in the band, through the 70s. Pat Thrall, who of course had a band with Clint Hughes, the Hughes Thrall Band. He left Pat Travers to do that record with Clint Hughes. Great record. And of course, Pat Thrall was with Meatloaf for years on tour. And others. Other really good sidemen has been through the band in the 70s. It's a quality act. So, check it out. I think you'll like it. It's here on YouTube, of course. Okay? So, Going Down to Jacksonville, live 1983. Pat Travers. I think you'll like it. If you like this video, even if I get absent-minded once or twice, give this video a like. Us absent-minded older critics need love too, and likes. And subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, and listen to some Pat Travers. Going Down to Jacksonville. He's from Orlando, Florida. So it was nearby his stomping grounds. Leave a comment. You agree? Is this a nice introduction to Pat Travers as it was for me? I used to own an anthology of his. I think I sold it. Pretty sure I did. And I think I had a true blues record from Pat. I think, make space, because God forbid if I have to move. I don't have to yet. Knock on wood, and there's no wood nearby. So, and for the latest in action rock, garage rock, and classic legacy bands like Pat Travers, come back here to Action Rock Corner. We'll have it for you. Thank you for watching. And remember, fresh music is as important as fresh food. And have fun with your music. This is a fun set. Yeah, Stevie was a little bit of a blah. But tasty guitar turn it. Nice set. Thank you for watching. See you again soon.